I weep for the departed. Its sleep shall fall. I weep for the departed. Its sleep shall fall. I weep for the departed. Its sleep shall fall. I weep for the departed. Its sleep shall fall. I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
Looks like there's smoke rising in the distance. Miss Chikwe sent us a side crane. See if you can get an aerial visual. We found it. Looks like the pilot isn't inside. If they escaped before it came down, they should still be nearby. There. That must be who Miss Chikwe asked us to save. We need to hurry.
Good price, hassle rechartering, high-end barge. The best choice, good quality, good price.
Hey, get out of here! It's too dangerous! Go get someone from the Skyfaring Commission. Tell them Ching Ni isn't...
Don't worry, Miss Ching Ni. We've been in worse danger.
Right! Investing in victory means playing the long game! Again. Live it, Trip!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
There are too many monsters. Let's hold out for a little longer. The Cloud Knights should be here soon.
Just run! These monsters can't get up here anytime soon.
No can do, Miss Chingni. We're not abandoning.
You two have held out long enough. Help is at hand. Cloud Knights, formation! Prepare to engage! Hold on, Chingni! We're coming to get you!
What is your prescription? Liquidation!
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
I didn't know the Helm Master of the
Indeed. Chingni, have you thanked your benefactors yet?
Thank you, benefactors.
No need, Miss Chingni. It was nothing.
No need to be humble. You took great risks for the Xianzhou. It was because of both of you that Chingni escaped unscathed. In fact, by way of thanks.
The feeling is mutual.
Then, for now...
It was a You.
I didn't know Yukong had that side to her. You have a unique way of putting things. But you're not wrong. Appearances seemingly tell us little about the lives of the Xianzhou's. Yukong's inner worries and concerns came to this. Yes, but there's something anyway. let's avoid sudden exclamations like that. Remember, this is no field trip. We're having... All right, let's head out before it gets late.
Why won't you listen to me?
Because it's... You know I have the talent to make it. I can become the Lafu's best pilot, just like you were.
Talent? You'd be dead if it weren't for those two travelers. Do you think stealing a star skiff and taking to the skies is a show of talent? Did you at any moment think about what I would feel if something happened to you? Do you know how many people dream of a relaxing desk job at the Skyfaring Commission? You promised me to work responsibly in your post. Not only have you broken the Skyfaring Commission's regulations, you've broken your promise to me.
I already told you. I had no choice. I want to help you and the Skyfaring Commission, not sit at my desk dealing with never-ending papers. That job doesn't suit. I got the highest grade in the fighter pilot test. They all said I was a genius, like you. Like mother, like daughter. They were all jealous of me. But no one even knew I had to take the test behind your back. You would never have allowed me to go if I told you about it.
Behind my back? Do you really think you could have walked into the test and sat in the cockpit? As for genius, don't mention that word to me again. Why do you insist on becoming a pilot? Don't understand.
And I don't understand why you don't understand. Why can anyone in the world become a fighter pilot except the Helmmaster's daughter? Don't you realize how ridiculous that is? You may not want to fly.
Qingni, where are you going? I'm sorry you had to witness this.
Apologies, Madam Yukong. We should have given you some time.
On the contrary, I apologize for a lot.
We don't intend to pry into private business, Helmmaster Yukong, but...
Family issues, I'm afraid. You probably heard a thing or two just now. Despite my earnest wish that she continue in her post, Qingni is fixated on becoming a fighter pilot. I may seem overbearing, but... It's funny, isn't it? I've seen every disaster imaginable, from the Abundance accident. When I fought alongside you, I realized there are still things that can terrify me. I invited you here to gain a better understanding of the Express, not bore you with these trivialities. Oh, I prepared refreshments for you. Please, you must try this excellent whale tide spring. Please accept these gifts as thanks for saving my daughter. I'd heard that the Nameless had...
Well, I'd heard from members of the Skyfaring Commission that you were a... We'll head off now.
You two, please, wait. Thank you for saving me, benefactors. So you've experienced it yourself, benefactor. That's great. But I've had the hairpin ceremony. I'm an adult now. I have the right to pursue my dreams.
Becoming a parent often means we become obstinate. To erode a rock, what I mean to say is,
My mom is actually a reasonable person, but she gets unreasonable as soon as I mention flying. She hid my star skiff toys, dragged me away from the port when I stayed behind to count ships. Speaking of empty inside, so... I've been so angry today, I forgot to eat anything. How about this?
String forth the gleam of old blades.
We're here! The thing about the most authentic snack on the Cien de la Fu is it's a drink, and it's in... No, it's a local specialty. Trust me. Here, mung bean soda. 1 can each. This thing has a bit of a unique flavor, but I love it.
Let me try.
Oh, is there a drink like this where you're...
No, this reminds me of when I first boarded the Express and forced myself to drink Himiko's coffee, and how my taste buds never fully recovered.
How is it? Bearable? Whoa! I've never met a traveler who could down them, but I guess not everyone can accept what I like. Well, don't force yourself.
Make your brain feel brand new. So let's feel change. How long?
You know, there are a lot of mung bean soda moments in life. If you don't try, you won't know. Unique experience.
Tell that to my mom. Her #1 life lesson is, you can't turn back once you enter the sky. I know she's right. I know being a fighter pilot is an exhausting and dangerous job.
Why are you so dedicated to that idea?
Have you heard of the Foxian birth fate tradition? Soon after a child is born, we surround them with items that represent future destinies. If the child reaches for a jade abacus, then they'll grow up to be a diviner. If they reach for a sword, then they'll grow up to be a famous warrior. No, not me. My mom reached for the star skiff and showed a natural talent for flying. General Jing Yuan recruited her to the Cloud Knights as soon as she was old enough. That's how she became a fighter pilot. Later, she achieved miracles. One time, she destroyed 3 beast ships in a hail of Barisan anti-aircraft fire. Like an arrow tearing through a thunderstorm. I'm proud to be Madame Yukong's daughter. I've wanted to become a legend like her for...
I can imagine. A parent is often a child's first hero, and their image can influence their whole life.
She never told me any of those stories herself. And she hasn't piloted a star skiff since the 3rd Denizens of Abundance War. I used to watch her fly when I was young. Then one time, I stole a star skiff, and I tried all kinds of difficult maneuvers. Turns out I was as talented as she was. Not only, I remember feeling so happy when they took me to see my mom. There I was boasting about the flight, expecting her to laugh, pat my head, say, "That's my girl," or something. But boy, I admit, I deserve to be punished. You can't let a kid get away with stealing.
Parents never want their children to be in danger. I think I can understand, Madam Yukong.
But flying is the only thing I want to do. I've already... It's Mom's secretary, Miss Sequay. She just sent me a message. Mom lost one of her trinkets in Stargazer Navalia when she came to save me. Miss Sequay suggested I find the trinket and return it to Mom. Said it might help me get back in her good books.
In Stargazer Navalia?
Is it really okay to bother you two again?
Indeed.
You're too kind, benefactors. I'll treat you to something better than mung bean soda next time.
Do you know... This is your area of Well, isn't finding a needle in a haystack a type of puzzle solving? Your powers of perception are impressive, no matter how well trained.
A bird cage. Huh. That reminds me. Have you guys heard of the birds that live in the Everhunt Plains? They have beautiful feathers, but you can't domesticate them. They don't live long if you lock them in a cage. Makes sense. How could a bird that's known the sky live in a cage? Come on, are you kidding? It's a trinket, remember? You think my mom would carry this with her?
It's a beautiful vase, though. What an intricate pattern. Isn't that the divine beast fortune pattern?
You're so smart, Mr. Yang.
Well, I only recently found out about it. A Devastator glaive? Is this from the battle? There were a lot of Cloud Knights.
No. This is only a replica. Probably some kind of film prop.
this is too big for a trinket.
Mom always carries this trinket around with her, but I never realized there was something inside. Is this? This is what pilots hang in their Starskiff cockpits for.
It must be very close to Helmmaster Yukong's heart. Let's head back, Miss Qingni. I think you should return this trinket in person.
Not yet. I want to go back later.
If you want us to help you persuade your mother, I'm afraid that could be difficult. It's not easy.
No, you misunderstand. What turned and ate my mom?
Well, the General's been busy at the seat of Divine Foresight recently. We might not get to see...
General Jing Yuan? Are you sure it's okay to go straight to him? Oh, right.
No problem. If we can get to the bottom of why Helmmaster Yukong no longer flies, we can't help you too directly, but Yes, leave it to...
In that case, thank you so much, benefactors. I'll head back.
Mr. Yang, and you? What brings you to the sea?
It's nothing urgent. We were hoping to...
Yukong? I heard an office worker from the Skyfaring Commission flew a Starskiff to assist in the present crisis, but ran into trouble herself. The seat of Divine Foresight heard that Yukong seldom seen, but
We heard that Helmmaster Yukong was an outstanding pilot.
Yukong herself is best placed to act, but naturally, you are here because you fear that Helmmaster... If you wish to dispel Miss Qingni's curiosity, perhaps we can take a small step back from the topic at hand. This is a divine...
This object has been stored inside Helmmaster Yukong's personal trinket all along. She thought it might be a way to find out more about Yukong's past and why she no longer flies.
This object is no ordinary trinket. It has borne witness to blood and tears. I'm sure you're both familiar with the Xianzhou's long galactic hunt. But have you heard of the denizens of Abundance Wars? As the Xianzhou has continued to cleanse the universe of immortal abominations, so too has the Abundance Axis succeeded in breaching our defensive lines. They pushed the Xianzhou to the brink of disaster. 30 years ago, the Xianzhou Yaoqing and Fenghu were besieged by our enemies. Even in the long history of warfare between the Xianzhou Alliance and the denizens of Abundance, that air battle was one of the most tragic. We were greatly outnumbered by the abominations of Abundance. Almost 1 million fighter pilots fought in the bitter battle. Those who survived numbered no more than 100,000. Had the Rainbow Arbiter not descended and destroyed the enemy's assault with their sky-shattering Lux Arrow, who's to say whether the Luofu would still be here today? Such divine objects were forged from the embers that the Arbiter's divine arrow left behind. For the survivors, these relics contain the blood of their comrades, the ashes of their enemies, and the dust of their memories. Yukong is a survivor of that war. Her best friend, Cai, perished on the battlefield.
I don't have any other questions. Thank you, General.
I do not wish to speculate on the reason behind Helmmaster Yukong's reluctance to fly. However, it is difficult to discard one's past. Yukong and Cai trusted each other. Perhaps it is not my place to say, but I believe Qingni has the right to know about the past. As the past.
Thank you, General. We apologize for taking...
Mr. Yang, you jest. How can harmony between parent and child constitute a triviality?
We'll take out. Let's go. We should head to Starskiff Haven and find...
You're here. My mom isn't in a great mood. Probably because of me.
You two are very similar.
Well, we do both like to take a walk after a fight. The only difference is that I come to this side of Starskiff Haven and she heads to the other. Really? Anyway, did you find anything out from General Jing?
Did Helmmaster Yukong never bring this up with you?
I was always curious about her past, but she either dodged my question. In the end, I realized she probably experienced something that...
Indeed. That's probably why Yukong was never willing to fly.
So she doesn't want me to fly because she remembers the pain of losing her friend. And she thinks that my talent makes it more likely that she'll lose me in the same...
I can't guarantee that's what she's thinking, Miss Qingni.
You're right, Mr. Yang. But I still have something else to check first. This past, I remember watching her handle a document with great care before she filed it away. It looked like...
Do you still remember where it was filed, Miss Qingni?
Vaguely. But there are so many files. Of course. Mr. Yang knew. We can use this one. It should be here.
Miss Qingmi, I don't think the two of us...
It should be fine. This is from decades ago. For you travelers, that's more than half a lifespan.
No, I still think I shouldn't read it. You stay here with...
Is it really that big of a deal? I'm sure they're just her notes on life as a pilot. Come on, please, look at it with me. Let's read it together. Maybe her diary.
What is the meaning of this? The Helm Masters... What do you have in your hands? Let me see. How dare you read?
Mr. Yang Min, please, calm down. Let us...
I see. Qingmi, I know Madame Yukong's position on you becoming a pilot is tough for you.
I understand, Mr. Yang Ming. But now, compared to becoming a fighter pilot, I want to know what happened. How she went from ace pilot to helm master.
I've been here for a long time, Qingmi. If there's something you wish to know, just ask. Miss Tsai, I remember her. She was an ace gunner. Many people went. Her husband, Mr. Guang Yuan, was a pilot. They manned this, but when it came to pilots, your mother was the best match for her. They flew together all the time. Even Mr. Guanyan couldn't match their numbers. It was tragic when Tsai died soon after. Tsai's death was a big blow to Madame Yukong. As her subordinate, surely, if Madame Yukong is unhappy, how can I be happy?
Where are Miss Tsai's possessions stored? Thanks for telling us all this, Mr.
You're welcome. I suppose you're going to go through Madame Yukong? I can understand. Please don't.
Go.
Hurry. Madame Yukong will be back soon.
My mom keeps lots of stuff in her desk. That's the selling point of this desk. Super simplistic design with super spacious hidden compartments. There. Got it. This looks similar to Mom's diary. So... I was adopted. I suppose I've always had a feeling. But now I know the truth. Don't let that child touch the sky. Is this why Mom refuses to let me become a fighter pilot? For a pilot, the most important oath before departure is the promise to bring your comrade back. Mom didn't manage to bring her comrade back. So she vowed to prevent me from setting out. I never thought my dream would put Mom in such a difficult situation. I feel a lot closer to Mom after reading this diary. Even if we're not connected by blood. Can you come with? Yes.
You're all done? Did it go? I see. Let's find Helmmaster Yukong. We'll accompany you. We're here to help, but he and I really shouldn't interject when you're conversing with your...
It's okay. I understand. Just having you stand next. When Mom feels down, she usually goes to take in a view of the Jade Gate. Mom?
Qingni, why are Mr. Yang and they here?
Miss Qingni kindly agreed to show us around Starskiff Haven. She...
Thank you. I must apologize for the...
Mom!
All right, it's getting late. Let's talk...
Actually, I want to talk to you about something right now. I want to become a fighter pilot, no matter what.
We've talked about this many times.
Seems like Miss Qingni is a little hesitant.
I thought Mr. Yang said we shouldn't interject. What should I say?
Is that Sai's diary? I understand now. I don't expect to gain your forgiveness.
Mom, what are you talking about? I'm your daughter. Our bond is bigger than forgiveness and reason.
Just like you, I once longed for the sky. I know what it feels to float. Sai was we soon be. You never knew that those are my best. System space all clear today. Great weather for flying.
We're engaging the main Borison fleet this time. Don't get too excited.
Huh? Sounds like maternity leave knocked the wind out of your sails. Feeling rusty?
Oh, shut it. I think you're just excited because you haven't flown with me for so long. Did you miss me?
Of course I missed you. The galaxy felt smaller without you in my cockpit. Say, Sai, really didn't think you'd come back. Do you really like flying star skiffs that much?
You bet. Sure, it's exhausting, dangerous, low paid. Plus, you only get back to the Lafu, but given the choice, I'd always pick this. I guess I already touched the sky.
Mine is mysterious. I've lived for more than 200 years. Forgotten nearly every conversation I've ever had. It was the last time I
Thank you. Yuko. I've had a good life. But please, don't let Jinmi walk the same path. Don't let her become a fighter pilot.
She's your daughter. You'll be able to tell her yourself, do you hear? The rescue's almost here. Stay with me. Jingni is waiting for you. She lost Guang Yan. She cannot die. Die! When I climbed out of the burning carcass of the starskip, I looked up into it was the most beautiful sky I had ever seen. All I could feel was unbearable pain. In my dream, that was the day I died.
Mom, this is the first time I've heard you talk about this. But I'm not a little girl anymore. The road of a fighter pilot is a cruel one, but I won't hide from it. I'm not afraid to walk the same road as her. If my sacrifice can bring happiness to the citizens—
You are so very similar to Tsai. The more outstanding you became over the years, the more fearful I do. You know, cruelty has never claimed victory. Me, Tsai, your father Guang Yan, we were prepared for the worst when we enlisted. Do you know how we won that war? The war that took away Tsai and the lives of hundreds.
The Rainbow Arbiter's divine arrow.
Yes. The mighty blessing of the Rainbow Arbiter annihilated all abominations in a single strike. We had to pay with the blood of hundreds of thousands of soldiers just to halt their advance. If crushing our enemies was as easy as breathing for the Rainbow Arbiter, then what purpose did our sacrifices serve? Under the might of an eon, the sacrifices of ordinary creatures are but a joke.
Mom.
But I never should have allowed my fears to compel me to make decisions for another person. I brazenly interfered with your choices. I am sorry.
Mom, you don't need to apologize.
I'll take you to fill in the paperwork tomorrow. You'll start as ground crew, just like Tsai and I did.
Huh? Really? Thank you, Mom. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
I was afraid of you following in my footsteps. And more afraid of you taking after Tsai. But if this is your choice, then I'm willing to support you.
Mom? I have one last request.
Tell me.
I want to fly with you.
I'm afraid I can't. I won't be flying anymore.
But why?
Because I already touched the sky.
Some people may try to blend in and infiltrate.
What is it? Oh. Are you interested in what happened?
After all this time away from the Lafu, the seat of divine foresight has only become more hostile. It's quite reassuring. Relax. You needn't be so cautious, young man. I'm just reminiscing about the old days. However, I never thought Jing Yuan would send you to accompany me. It would seem our fates are intertwined.
Huh?
I've got my work cut out for me today. Well, if it isn't Dan Heng.
Greetings. I need to speak to the General about something.
Looking for compensation for the injuries I gave you? I accept full responsibility. They can deduct my next...
The Cloud Knights were doing their duty. I'm here to ask the General about the Stellaron Hunters.
You came at a bad time. The General is busy with urgent work.
No. If the
You don't remember her? I see. I suppose the memory is that is Jing Liu, the previous sword champion of the Xianzhou Lafu. She was the closest friend of Imbibitor Lune, your previous incarnation. She was also the General's master. According to records of wars past, her blade has slain countless denizens of abundance. Not even the feather guards of the Wing Weaver. However, those are ancient stories. It's a shame that even a hero like her wasn't able to break free of Mara. It is said that in the end, Jing Liu lost her sanity and slaughtered anyone with her powers. You'd think there would be no one capable of bringing her in. For some reason, she arrived on the Lafu with her surrender came with one condition: that she be allowed a day of freedom before he left. He ordered us to accompany Jing Liu during her last day on the Lafu.
Imbibitor Lune, you're here. Since you traveled all this way, why don't you come and talk with me? Or should I call you by your name in this lifetime? Dan Heng. When I left the Xianzhou, I heard they took away your scales and horns, forced you into a hatching rebirth, and detained you in the... I thought Imbibitor Lune had been wiped from this world. But then I returned to the Lafu and watched as you parted the sea.
The life of Imbibitor Lune ended. I stand before you, a completely different person.
I understand. The sins of a past life should be forgiven after rebirth. Now you are a nameless, traveling across the galaxy. If my guess is correct, The preceptors were unwilling to allow the Ichor line to end, and hoped for the Imbibitor Lunay's resurrection.
So, you also wish to restore the High Ultra succession, just like the preceptors.
I have no intention of meddling in such things. That is the business of the Videodora. I returned to the Lafu so I could surrender myself to the Alliance and atone for my sins. I did, however, have one request before the trial. I asked to be given a single day to go and see old friends, and to fulfill promises I made long ago. Jing Yuan has always been an understanding.
So?
The sea's depths conceal no stone, and dragons' breaths reveal the moon. But as a suspect, shouldn't I be bound and interrogated in the shackling prison? Is it really appropriate to bring me to a place like this?
Holding you in the shackling prison would be more trouble than...
First,
the Stellaron's descent, the Ambrosial Arbor's resurrection, the destruction emanated. According to the sky, you took advantage of your behavior, true?
I was asked to deliver a token in my capacity as a traveling merchant. I knew nothing of it. It is through fear of punishment that I am choosing to surrender. The galaxy is a vast place, but I am merely a wanderer. It would be silly of me to think that I could outrun the Alliance.
Merely a wanderer. You're too modest, Locha. Do I need to remind you of your actions at the Eternity Fortress, or must I utter that tongue twister of a name?
Well, they don't call you
You flatter me. Fortunately, I did my research, or this conversation.
Seeing that you sense something is amiss, are you looking to defend me?
That is beyond my control. Attempting to undermine the Alliance is a grave crime. According to protocol, you are to be... However, at present, you have the opportunity to enjoy the beautiful scenery of Scale Gorge.
She told me that the High Cloud Quintet, the unparalleled sword techniques of your master, the mesmerizing cloud hymn magic of Imbibitor Lunay Dan Feng, the artful piloting skills of Bai Heng, the divine weapons crafted by the Juming artisan Ying Xing, and the unmatched... The five of you vanquished evil from the world, creating legendary tales in your wake. Unfortunately, nothing lasts forever. And you removed me from the shackling prison and decided to interrogate me here. But not for security purposes. You wish to discuss the one person you've avoided mentioning up to now. Your master, Jing Liu.
We can head out now. I would like to visit a few places from...
Have you mistaken yourself for a tourist?
I would make a wonderful tourist. Lower your guard, young man. I have already surrendered myself to the Alliance, and I will keep my word. Besides, your general has already agreed to my request. Imbibitor Lunay, you must accompany me. I won't take no for an answer, regardless of whether you're still... Where should we start? Should we go to Stargazer Navalia first? or to so many memories are swirling inside my head. I can't get a grasp on any of them. When the people of the Xianzhou live to be more than 1,000 years old, each day...
How hard is it to choose a destination? We're going to Stargazer Navalia. Problem solved.
The young are the antidote. Stargazer Navalia it is.
If it's star skiffs you wanted to see, we could have headed to the Jade Gate. Why did we come all the way here?
Young man, have you ever heard of Bai Hung, the Foxian pilot?
Bai Hung? I think I've seen...
Let the noble High Elder drown the enemies in rain. We just need a watch from the sky, I presume?
Imbibiter Lunae, if memories are returning.
I can't remember anything.
But you've learned how to lie. Well, that's all in the past now. The reason we came to Stargazer Navalia...
Huh? You mean the Foxians?
Yes, the sending off of a star skiff. It represents. As for procuring a star skiff, I know they can be manufactured here.
I see. Follow me. I don't know anything about manufacturing star skiffs either. But getting these machines to work shouldn't be careful. There's still Stellaron spirits lurking around.
No need to worry about the two of us.
Stream forth, gleam of old blades.
We've arrived. Just enter the command into the device. I remember now. I've seen Bai...
You like to read? I couldn't tell.
Hey, I don't read much, but the General forced me to finish a bunch of ancient volumes during my training. I remember one called Views of the Universe from a Star...
That's right. Bai Hung was the...
It was actually really interesting. 90% of it was about starskiff crashes on different worlds and dangerous situations. It also had records of local species and ecosystems. I remember thinking, how could an ace pilot crash land her starskiff so many times?
Indeed. Her luck. Very few starskiffs she also possessed. However, luck is a type of...
Ha! That'll do it. The starskiff assembly line has been activated. The starskiff will take shape and enter the skyport. Let's go wait for it there. It won't be long.
Thank you, young man.
See? The starskiff is complete!
After being away from the Lafu for so long, I can finally...
So...
In the end... Imbibiter Lunae.
The Abundance Emanator, Shu Hu, rallied a great army and attacked the Alliance.
You seem to be interested in learning about your past life. Still, all of that was erased. After Shu Hu, let me refresh your memory. She charged for the... You could... There is no... brought your flagon. This was a gift handmade by him. I'm sorry it took so long for me to find it. Only by bringing it to you will my nightmares be. I will fulfill. Let's go. The art. Since the Arbor's resurrection, the land has been crawling with abominations.
The crisis.
Interesting.
What's that?
And yet where were the Cloud Knights when danger was at the door?
The Lafu's delves are big places. Besides, you just want me.
You go on it.
Why did you send him away?
It is of no importance. But you and I haven't had a decent contest in ages.
Come on already. What took you so long?
Don't get anxious, Imbibitor Lune. We have all the time in the world.
Storm's on the horizon. Stream forth. Lean bold blades.
This spear still recognizes you as its master. Imbibitor Lune, do you know who crafted it for you?
It's been with me ever since my exile. I don't remember when I started wielding it.
Try harder.
I weep for the departed. It too shall fall.
In lunar flame. You can continue to convince yourself that you are merely the reincarnation of Dan Feng and have nothing to do with his sins. But you cannot run from combat, Dan Heng. Your spear combat is like smelting, purging the impurity. Those are the words of the one who made out of all of us. You were the closest to him. It was straight.
I'd rather leave this world in a blaze than live until the end of time. I will let all of the Xianzhou know that a brief moment of my life is...
You still, when he was but a child, he swore to take revenge on the abominations. That's what drove him to when I first met him at first. Unfortunately, the Alliance would never...
You didn't go easy just so I would get here first, did you?
Of course not. Your technique must have improved so much that I simply...
So, are we here to commemorate your short-life species friend?
Eavesdropping is a bad habit. Besides, when did I ever say...
Even the cryocapsules wouldn't be able to extend the life expectancy of a short-life species for long. If he is still alive, he must be ancient.
He transformed into a long-life species?
Correct. Such are the twists. Some people are born with unparalleled foresight and exceptional intelligence, but make the most As smart as he was, he made the foolish attempt to use the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to aid in Bybiter. His stupidity turned him into a monster, cursed with immortality. His soul was
for an old friend, you don't seem to have that much pity.
I gave him a second chance. Does that not count?
What did you do to him?
He should have been eternally jailed in the shackling prison for his crimes. But I gave him a different kind of freedom. I took the shell that once held his soul and passed my sword techniques on to him. I let him die 100 deaths to remind him of the karma of his previous life. We've idled too long. Let's head to the Alchemy Commission.
As a follower of the Rainbow Arbiter, you have witnessed the catastrophe brought upon by the plague's author, General. Living beings turning into undying... What do you think should be done to put an end to it, General?
The Alliance follows the Rainbow Arbiter's edict to continue ridding the world of evil.
Under the auspices of the Rainbow Arbiter, take me, for example. My powers originate from the Abundance, yet my goals are aligned with the Alliance. It is natural for short-life species to yearn for immortality. That is expected of any intelligent life form. So, in order to... Your master happened upon a revelation and returned from the Mara. She has traveled... I apologize, General. I'm afraid the next move will have to be made on the Shu Ling.
As I expected. Your surrender is just the next step in your scheme. You wish to avail yourself of the Ten Lords' decree to enter Shu Ling and stand before the 6 generals, even the Marshal. That is your true agenda. And the purpose of the contents of your coffin.
General, you said it yourself. This is beyond your control.
Splendid, well done. This was a spectacular move.
You've changed, Jing Yuan. The man I knew would never have admitted he was bested.
Been restored to the Alchemy Commission.
I heard the healer lady is capable of curing all diseases. I'm here for the same reason anyone with patience, young man. We're not far from Scale Gorge Waterscape. The mission the General tasked you with is about to...
you not feeling well? Please, come this way.
Miss Bailu. She's here for a consultation.
Oh, I see. Are you here for your eyes? Or is it something else?
My eyes are fine. I cover them to avoid seeing that which reminds me of the past and riles my inner demons. My thoughts have been disordered lately, and I experience occasional night terrors. Do you have a way to soothe my mind, Dragon Lady?
Those symptoms don't sound like my area of expertise. Who cares? The healers of the Alchemy Commission don't get to pick and choose their patients. Give me your hand. We'll start by checking your pulse. You'll need to... Your hand! It's freezing! Please wait. Dunhung, can I speak to you for a minute? Your friend here has a very peculiar her pulse is extremely faint. Normally, this would mean that she
won't live much longer.
Let the healer make the professional diagnosis. Your friend's situation is unique. She looks healthy, but her hands are cold as ice. It feels like there's a...
Today's her last day on the local.
What a shame. If she could stay for a few days, I'll do my best. No matter what I administer, she's gonna need to come with me. I'll prescribe her some soul-returning vitality infusion. It won't cure her, but I'm sorry. Ever since the disciple Dunhung...
Are you in trouble, Dragon Lady?
No.
It's no bother. A little walk will do me good.
I can smell the herbs. It's around... Hey! Give me back my medicine box! That thing runs so fast! Don't let it get away! There's an even bigger monster!
Allow me to... Soon to be departed.
So this is why your hands are so cold!
Another journey begins. For oblivion.
Need a doctor?
Blade of me. All
this cold isn't something normal flesh could withstand.
I weep for the departed. This is your fault.
Let me tend your wounds.
Free will, or was it destined for oblivion? Nowhere to run. All will be revealed in lunar flame.
Apologies again for the delay. This prescription won't cure you.
Very.
You don't...
I made it, and yet...
I see.
Really, all I thank you for your advice, Dragon Lady. By the way...
Bandages? That's a vague description, you know.
The person...
He must have...
He's probably... Well then... Take this man away. This does not involve him.
Yanqing.
And so, everyone is present. I never thought the High Cloud Quintet would be able to gather again in the same place after hundreds of years. If I remember correctly, the 5 of us made a promise here 7 centuries ago. We promised that no matter what happened, we would gather here together. How sad that Scale Gorge waterscape remains empty while the world continues to turn. Some of us have been reborn, while others were denied death. Some have become criminals, while others can no longer fulfill their promises. And in the end, our friendship is no more. Soon, I will be shackled and tried. This will be the last you see of me. This is why I sent out the invitations before departing, hoping that everyone would be gathered. Of 5 people, 3 must pay a price. Imbibitor Lunae, the chief culprit, chose to use the transmutation arcanum as a means of resurrection, begetting terrible Ying Sing, the accomplice, arrogant and oblivious, used the flesh of the Abundance Emanator to assist Imbibitor Lunae in his evil. He fell, becoming an immortal abomination. As for Jingliu, the sinner, she succumbed to Mara, slaughtered her people, and abandoned her oath. Now it is time we pay for what we have done. Dan Heng, you can never escape the shadow of Imbibitor Lunae. He is your origin, and his sins will accompany you in your path forward until you meet Blade. What a fitting name. In the remainder of your infinite life, you will experience only murder and your own death, all the while pleading for a place to rest. This is the only way you are able to relinquish Ying Sing's regrets. And I will face the punishment of the Alliance and suffer an eternal punishment before paying an even worse price. That is the only way to keep the memory of the pain. High Cloud Quintet. It... A wineless gathering, accompanied by only Jing Yuan. Is it not time?
The laws of the Alliance cannot be subject to change. Unfortunately, I reported everything to the Marshal, and the Seer strategist just so happened to take an interest in the case. They set up a...
Jing Yuan, you haven't changed at all, but in the end, whether it be you, me, the Cloud Knights, or the generals of the Rainbow Arbiter, no.
Wait.
Jingliu, before you leave, you still owe me my due.
I have tried. Besides inflicting more wounds on your body, there is not... The immortality that you possess is not something that can be dealt with so easily. I am sure Destiny's slave already told you that the swords of mortals are incapable.
He did. But you still owe me the attempt.
I told you when I taught you the way of the sword. I am uninterested in drawing my blade against someone who does not long for life, who wants only to be slaughtered.
You will only draw against an opponent. Jingliu, allow me to repay you for your teachings.
Savor the moment. I will deliver you a brief. We were here once, 700 years ago. Laughing, sparring, and thinking about the future. Their faces still linger before my eyes, like a bygone dream. I thought those joyful days would flow indefinitely before us, like a Xianzhou lifetime. Yet, dreams will eventually fade like clouds from the sky.
A familiar feeling. Almost as if we've returned to my first sword lesson. You used the sword Insing crafted, and pierced, sliced, and impaled me time and time again. The swordplay used to slay our enemies of old is still engraved on this despicable shell. All I can do is watch my flesh become severed, healed. It's as if they're saying, why? Why did you and Imbibitor Lunae commit such an... I know that you have no interest in my answer. Which is why I asked the question as you looked me straight in the eye. I've asked myself that same question infinite times, but was never... Why? Why is it that only the abominations can return time and time again? Why does someone like her have to be buried, burned to ash, and eventually forgotten? Why? In the end, you unleashed the final piercing blow and left both me and the sword. The miraculous thing is that in my brief moment of death, like when we drank to drown our sorrows,
Imbibitor Lunae.
Once this gathering ends,
The Express won't be able to carry you forever. Your friends all have... I did think about giving up on revenge, and letting go of everything when I fled the Lafu years ago. The memories of what I did when I was Mara struck are deeply rooted. Maybe when I
Dunhung.
She couldn't do it with her sword either. We have no choice but to continue the pursuit. This is...
Neither of us can end the other's life.
Elio's script still requires you to stay alive. I don't mind prolonging my vengeance. It might be...
All this must have seemed like a silly performance to someone newly reborn. Who you are is a question that only you can find, even if the Yes.